we have the Samsung vent hood. I'm going to show you the model number here. The model number is NK30K7000WS AA. It's right here. The customer's complaint is that these lights are not coming on. These lights are coming on, but they're very, very dim. They're not very bright. So what happens on these units, because they're in series, LED light, they're about 3.5 volts DC voltage. When you get problem with one of the light bulbs, because they're in series, sometimes if one of the light bulb burns, you will have no power on both of them, or you will have very low light showing on the LED light here. So what you can do is you have to remove the filters, you have to remove these two covers. They're both of them installed right here, and they're Torx number 15 screws. Torx number 15 and 10. So these tiny screws that you can see, it's Torx number 10, which looks like this. You have to use this, and of course the Torx number 10 or 15, they kind of look like this, right? The 10 is a smaller one, the 15 is a little bit bigger size. So once you remove these filters, after that you remove these two panels from both sides, from left and right, and then after that, this panel, you're going to remove it. See, there's a screw that goes here, and on other side you remove that, and you have to kind of hold this, wiggle it back and forth, it falls down. Once it comes down, the very common problem with these light bulbs are the light bulb burns, or you get a loose connection. I added a zip tie here, as you can see. I'll show you the zip tie. They look like this. So once you play around with these connectors, it's a white color connector, you can actually remove it too by pressing this tab on it. You can remove it and reconnect it back in. Sometimes you can add a little bit of lithium grease and then reconnect it back in. Make sure it's not on. So make sure it's not like this, it's off. You don't have to unplug the unit to do this. Add lithium grease and see if that makes a difference. If you're still having problem, but you know there's a loose connection by playing around with these connectors, the light comes on and off, then you know that the problem is here. So what you can do is keep it on and then play around with these connectors. If you see the lights coming on and goes off, you already know the problem is here. You have to add a zip tie. Just use a zip tie, add it between the two wires here to hold the connector in place. See the way I'm adding it here? So our main problem was here. I added extra zip tie here too, just to make sure the customer doesn't call back for a similar problem. So that way you're doing honest work here. You're not just repairing one and hoping for another service call for something simple like this. So I always recommend you adding zip tie here, a little bit of lithium grease, and then zip tie, and then do the same thing. Turn off the power, and you can reinstall this panel back, and it's very easy and simple. You just have to organize your wires at the back here, and then of course you also have one connector that you can push it up. The control board is located here, just in case if you need to work on it. The cable from here goes to the control board. In case if you want to drop off the control board, you can always use these two screws, and then you can get full access to the control boards too. So the reason I'm making this video to show you that, as you can see, it's on. This was a very simple and basic repair that I did today. Thank you. Okay, I thought
I could replace a light bulb for
yes.
$5.
I thought I'll just mention this because when I was going to reinstall this panel back in, you see these tiny butterfly looking tabs here. This one, and this one. You cannot just hold this panel and bring it up and expect it to stay there. So if you look here, we got these openings here, here, and here, and here, and that's why you cannot push these up. So what you can do is just organize your wires a little bit, hold it. You have to stay far when you do this. You have to hold it from far away, line it up, and then once it's out, see how far that is, so the butterflies can sit. I'm gonna put my phone down, and then from here you wanna push it a little bit out and then bring it forward. So bring it forward, those butterflies would get into those channels and then you can reinstall us back in. So let's put the screws back in. There's 2 screws that they're both Torx number 15, and please do not over torque it, otherwise you're gonna have problem. And then the same thing here, I got opening here. You have to go in a position like this and then push it and go. I have this.
Oh, they all do that, right?
Yeah, so kind of line it up and add your Torx number 10 screws. You can strip these screws easily, so just be careful. Do not strip it. Once you know the screw is in, do not over torque it. And then the same thing here. This side. Now we can. So before you put everything back together, try it again. It seems good. Now we can.
That's good. That was simple.
Yes. So here the way the unit looks, just like that. And it's also very important to protect the countertop or the glass top on the stove. I use this. If you have a gas one, you can always turn off the power to it. You don't have to turn off the gas, but you can always turn off the power on a gas unit because it can also spark in your body, because you will be working here and by mistake you can turn on the knobs and it may spark or it may give you electric shock. So just be careful with that. It's okay now. Thank you.